What's up YouTube? In this video I'll be teaching you guys how to safely and efficiently execute the squat. Often referred to as the mother of all compound lifts, the squat is an absolutely essential exercise for anyone who is serious about strengthening their lower body. I'll be breaking down this lift step by step so you can learn how to properly squat and get some serious booty gains. This is the third video in the compound series, teaching you how to safely and efficiently execute the compound lifts. Before you start squatting, make sure you get a proper warm-up by rolling out your legs and back, doing some static stretches, and completing several warm-up sets. This will start generating some blood flow in your legs and will help reduce the probability of injury. You also need to make sure that the bar is set up at the correct height for you to squat. The bar should be roughly at the height of your armpit. Positioning it much higher than this will result in you tippy-toeing the weight back onto the rack at the end of the set. It's time to get under the bar. Walk under the bar so that it's resting on your traps. Now grip the bar with your hands and move them as close to your shoulders as possible. Having a closer grip on the bar keeps your shoulder blades pinched and makes a nice shelf with your traps for the bar to rest on. It also keeps your upper back tight and secure throughout the squat. Once the bar is correctly positioned on your back, it's time to unrack the bar. In one fluid motion, thrust your hips forward and push up into the bar to lift it off the rack. Do not lift the bar straight up with your quads. This puts unnecessary strain on your knees and takes some energy away from your quads that you could be using in your set. Now that you've lifted the bar off the rack, you need to get in a proper stance to squat. Step back from the rack. The amount of space you create between yourself and the rack is really just personal preference, but I usually only take one step back. Now set your feet up so that they are a little wider than shoulder width apart, and turn them outwards like duck feet. The amount that you rotate your feet outwards is also up to you. The farther you angle your feet outwards, the lower you'll be able to squat to the ground. Once you've stepped back, take a deep breath in and brace yourself to lower the weight. I like to take this brief moment before squatting to mentally gather myself and prepare to execute the lift. Brake at your hips and knees at the same time and control the weight down to the bottom of your squat. Make sure that you keep your head and chest up. This will help keep your back straight and prevent it from rounding. Once you reach the bottom, focus on exploding up out of the hole. I usually exhale at this point, all while keeping my head and chest up as I explode the weight back up to starting position. Here are some tips to help keep your squat form in check. When you're gripping the bar, imagine pulling it apart with your hands. Similar to the bench press, this will help keep your shoulders pinched and help you form that shelf with your traps to rest the bar on. Here's an example of what it looks like when my shoulders aren't pinched together at the back. My chest caves in, which will likely cause rounding in my back, and I don't have as effective of a shelf from my traps to rest the bar on. When the bar is resting on your traps, make sure that your elbows and forearms are angled backwards. This will keep the bar secured on your back. Notice in this clip how my elbows are placed further behind my back to help keep the bar secured. A very important error you shouldn't be making while squatting is rolling your knees inward. Rolling your knees while squatting puts them at a greater risk of becoming injured. If your knees look like this while squatting, you need to angle your feet farther outwards. This will help prevent them from rolling. If your knees are still rolling inward after this, you need to seriously lower your weight and really focus on your form before lifting any heavier. Finally guys, I need to tell you about the importance of executing quality reps while squatting. If your butt and hamstrings aren't becoming parallel to the floor or lower, you're simply not getting quality reps out of your squats, and you won't be getting nearly as much strength out of the exercise compared to if you were executing quality reps. Guys, leave your ego at the door and squat the weight that will challenge you while still allowing you to maintain good form. That's it. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope all these tips really help you in improving your squat. Be sure to like this video if you found it helpful, leave any thoughts or questions below in the comments, and subscribe for more videos like this in the future.